let's talk the tea. Let's get into it. Here we go.
Oh, let's totally get into
We're
it.
going to be talking about it.
Oh, God. Okay. What are we talking
you
about
ready?
today?
Actually,
I don't know.
Brandy's going to be talking about it.
You are too. Stop it. She's like, now that I'm not smoking, she's like in her head.
I'm like,
she's like,
Dude,
Brandy,
you're
just
doing
talk.
great. You look gorgeous. You're
Thank you.
thriving.
Thank
Well,
you.
listen, we're going to start off by talking about relationships because it's her favorite thing to talk about. And
It
I
is.
just really feel like that's going to get her going
Okay.
today.
Okay.
So you got married.
I got married.
Are you
guys.
freaking out or like no?
I was so not freaking out. And I think I was actually laughing because my friend is getting married soon. And I feel like there's two different brides. Either you are like in every detail and you are like very focused on the wedding, which is gorgeous, amazing, love that for the girls. And then there are the other people that are like working to the last minute. And I'm like finishing a Zoom meeting and everyone's like, you need to get on the plane to go to your wedding, Alex. That was me. But I think it worked for me because it made me not overthink the concept of the wedding and all of it. So I just like landed and was like, get me a tequila shot.
Let's
Here we go.
party.
Yeah, I had the best time. It was truly amazing, you guys.
It was beautiful.
Thank
it
you.
was
Sir.
so
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was, I had never dreamt of a wedding. And so when it all came together, I was like, well, if I could have dreamt it, this is my dream. Like it was probably the best weekend of my life. And prior to that, I had been like, don't think of your wedding as like the most important day of your life, like low stakes. Cause I think we all put so much pressure when you're thinking of your wedding. Like it has to be perfect. This must go well. Oh my God, there was so much random little drama, but none of it fazed me because I was just so in the moment with Matt and it was perfect. And I wish I could relive it. And it was so fun because it was this small group of people. And I remember we're leaving and Matt's mom is like having a drink at the airport. She's like, can we do this again next year? Same time. I'm like, yeah, if you want to pay for it.
every year. Yeah.
It felt like a big like family vacation. It
That's
was
so
amazing.
cool.
It was amazing.
Oh, and I
that.
loved the pre-wedding shoot.
Oh,
Hottie.
Guys.
Was that
to.
so fun?
No, it was so fun because I had no idea for my outfits. And then all of a sudden I banked like 7 freaking outfits. And I'm like, who am I? I went from being like, I don't know what I want my wedding dress to be. All of a sudden I have like 17 outfits lined up over the course of 2 months. But I'm that kind of person where I'm like, if I'm going to go for something, I'm going to do it big. And it was, oh my God, the outfits. I had so much fun. You guys like picking the dress and picking the rehearsal dinner and the pre-shoots. Like I was just having fun with it, honestly. And that's what I encouraged everyone to do when I was talking about. I'm like, don't overthink it. And I know there's so much that can come with a wedding and overthinking things, but like,
I was like that too.
right?
Yes. Even I remember I decided I did not like my wedding dress like 3 weeks before,
And
maybe
then
2.
Also, the flower ordeal. The morning
the
of was a
flower
whole
ordeal.
thing.
But I
The
just rolled with
flowers.
it and like I was just like chilling.
Right? Because what is the point of stressing? And that's what I knew with Matt is like at one point I remember I had been like, should we just elope? Should we just elope? And he's like, no, Alex, absolutely not. But the concept of eloping to me was more about like, it's just us. That's all I care about. And so I think when I went into the wedding process, I tried to hold that as like the core value of like, all I care about is that we have a good time together and let the rest go. Also, I feel like that what I do for my job always is like try to think in the other people's perspective. I'm like, when you go to a wedding, no one gives a shit. No
At
one gives
all.
a shit if the food sucks or whatever. As long
all
as
they
there's
care about is alcohol, liquor,
right?
liquor specifically.
Yes.
Yeah.
And who they're sitting next to.
Yeah.
Good music. Good
Right?
music.
Yeah.
Yes. And just a vibe.
Yes.
And so I think like when it's yours, you're more freaked out that it's not going to be perfect, but no one gives a shit.
No.
You're the only one that really cares that
That's
much.
so true.
So as long as you're happy.
Exactly.
So that's
How
I look at it.
involved was Matt in like all the wedding planning?
Oh my God. He was the team captain.
Was he really?
And I was the bench rider.
No.
You guys, he is half of like why I fell in love with him in the beginning was just he's so organized. He's so passionate about creating visions and worlds. Like because he makes movies for a living, he's a producer. So like getting together a situation and putting together an event is the easiest thing for him. It's like second nature to the point where I had to be like, when we land in Mexico, we need to bring someone on that plane with us that can handle everything. And it's not the wedding planners, because I know it's like wedding planners are one thing. No, we need like an assistant that the minute your blood is boiling because you see the napkin isn't the exact color that you picked out on the website, you're going to turn to them and have them handle it, because the minute we land, we're present. You guys, he did everything. And I did like some things, but he was very like, how involved do you want to be? And then you let me know. And he just like ran with it. And he would be like 1, 2, or 3. And I would be like 2. And then he'd be like 3. And I'm like, oh, 3, 3, 3. He has the best taste. He is a Aries. And I'm Leo. And I had never dated an Aries before. And it's like literally perfect. Like, it couldn't be more perfect. He just balances me out. I'm insane. And he is like the most steady human being. I feel like we talked about this with Dom and you. Like, when you are everywhere at once, you need that grounding force, right?
So bad.
I literally, on like the Zoom that we met, my mom was downstairs in my New York City apartment and I walked downstairs. I had no furniture and I was like, Mom, I think I literally just saw the man that I'm going to marry.
Wow.
And my mom was like, tell me his name. Let me Google him. And she's like doing all of her research. And we literally sat on these like cardboard boxes because I had no furniture. We ordered chicken parms and we're watching like videos of him doing interviews. And I'm like, no, I'm literally going to marry that man.
Wow.
And it started as a joke, but I kind of had this gut feeling of like, I have dated so many people in my life and I've tried all the things and I had never met a man like him. And I just knew like, this is what I need. And I've been like running from what I need for a while. And so I think in the beginning it felt right. But then actually, when I knew he was what I wanted and long term I was like, we're never getting married. Just want to put that out there. We're never getting married because I was always really just terrified that someone was going to not let me be independent and not support my career. And I'm a very independent person. And so when he agreed and he was like, okay, we don't have to get married. Like we can be life partners. Like I would like to get married, but I never want you to feel like I'm forcing you to do something. And then once he never brought it up again for like 6 months, then I sat him down and I was like, okay, we can do it. And he was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you can propose. And Matt was like, what? I'm like, I just needed to know that you wouldn't make me do something that just because you wanted to do it and it felt right for you. And I needed you to meet me where I was because he was more established and his career was thriving.
Yeah, I feel like that sounds good.